Welcome back. Another session on the east coast. Just got here. It's 3 o'clock, or 2:30, 3 o'clock. Come in the big girl today. The plan is to fish high tide. High tide's just gone 6 tonight, so we're going to get 3 hours up, probably 2 hours down into darkness. Stay overnight in the van and then find somewhere for the early morning tide. I've fished here once before, about 2 years ago I think it was. It was flat, like I give up within about half an hour. It was I think that was a bank holiday weekend. It was red hot, the beach was packed, everywhere was packed. I came down here, managed to get on the beach, and within about half an hour I was just swarmed with tourists, and I felt like I was casting into about 6 inches of water. But like I said, Dad's come down earlier at low tide. He says it's washed out, it's quite, there's a bit of a sandbar and then quite a deep gully, so I'm going to go down and have a look. Anyway, while I get changed, get my gear on, don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll see you down on the beach. First look then. I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to get washed off here. There's my dad. That's my dad down there. And yeah, I think we're going to get washed off. Personally, I think this was the wrong choice, but there we go. Let's go and get set up. Well, we're down, we're set up. We've only got about 20 foot of beach left, and 2.5 hours to our tide, so I'm expecting to get pushed off. Talking to one of the local lads, he's had a 4.5 pound cod. Just as I was coming down, Dad pulled a nice little schoolie bass in, so he's happy. He's happy he's made the right choice. Just wait and see now whether I get more than an hour's fishing in. Because I know there's been bass coming out, he's brought my spinning rod, but there's a bit too much colour in the water for spinning and lures. So what I've done is, with the use of a bit of 20 pound mono, is I've fashioned up this little, let's call it a 2 ounce weight, and I'm just going to put a little flatty rig out, some beads on, and some small bits of worm. Chuck that about 15 yards out, 20 yards out, just leave it to roll around a bit. So that's what we've got, little rock weight and just a couple of little bits. And we're just going to send this, just put one line out that way, one line out that way, and this, bring it in a little bit. Is hopefully it's going to sit just out there. Bring this back up to the tackle box, I think. So, just for the time being, bring the rods back. This will be the last time I move, and then I'm going to go and try and find somewhere up on the ledge somewhere. There we go. And then the little spinning rod. And hopefully, look at that. That's what you call makeshift fishing. Might be wasting my time, but what more can you do? Oh, it's good to be out. Hey up, hey up. Go on, go on. Fish on. I think that is a decent sized whiting. That is a very decent sized whiting. That's coming home. And it's engulfed that. Top up, but there is another hook down there, so I'm going to take this one back, get it hooked. Just there. There we go. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of his squid, put him on. What size are we at? 36. A couple of fillets out of him. Yeah, this is the ledge we're going to set up on. Oh, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I mean, go on, that could be anybody's, but all this newspaper is definitely from bait. Take it home with you guys. It's not hard. 30 seconds to pick that up. It's nothing. Some more down there, I'll get that in a second. Just sling it in your box. Sort it out later. It's not rocket science, it's not hard work. I don't understand anybody can't be asked to do it. Just scruffs. Hate to be all negative and whatnot, but it is just scruffy. There's no need. Sort it out. I've got to admit, it's exciting watching that little rod. Like I say, it's a 50 gram spinning rod, low rod, with 20 pound braid straight through. I've got like 4 or 5 foot of 30 pound mono on as a shock leader, as a rubbing leader, and then obviously a tiny rock as a weight. Oh, oh, oh! Go on, go on. Hey up. It's all kicking off. Got a face full of pork pie and all. That's it, tides pushed us off the beach. So it's set up on the cliff top. Again, choose your places carefully. It can be quite dangerous fishing this side of the coast. Dad, he's just not moving. It's just over the top of tide now. It's just going 6:15. Bites have started to slacken off a bit, but the sea's calmed right off as well now. Expecting it to pick up again in a minute when the tide starts to ebb, but it's a rather pleasant evening. Oh, I tell you what, staying low. Hey, on me rock! What? I've caught on me rock! Look at that! That, I think, is the smallest cod of the year. Oh, I'm chuffed with that. Who needs weights when you can use rocks and tiny, tiny hooks? That's brilliant. Let's get him back. Alright, so try and have another. There's that line. Oh, it's gone straight over the top of that. Let's just bring it. Prop that up against it, because if his big brother grabs hold of it, that's all going in. No sooner have I just put that rod down, it's getting bites already. Oh, I just nearly lost my spinning rod with my rock attached. Oh.
Fucking hell, that's a lucky one.
Yes! Look at that on the tiny little hooks.
Right through it.
Look at that.
Right, watch them spines, haven't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
I've got it.
Go on.
I've got it.
Oh,
Got it?
that's a fish and half that. On my rock as well.
Got it?
Yeah, go on. I got it. Yes. That's a stonking bass, that.
Yeah. That's the size I want.
Look at that. I'll take that all day. Chuffed at that. I was literally just thinking as well, I'm going to fetch that spinning rod in now because it's just getting smashed about in the thing, and it was literally probably 15 foot out, if that.
On,
and literally I was just getting up, and the rod just almost took off.
I want to go and get my rod in.
Oh, I'm pleased with that. Go on. Let's get him on the measure. Right, I have to lie it down.
What's it got to be? 47, did you say?
42 I think it is for bass. I'll check in a minute. Look at that.
That's definitely a keeper.
Yeah, nice fish that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chuffed with that. £1.1 kilo, or we got 2.4 pound. Well, disastrous news, guys. Unfortunately, in all the commotion, I lost my lucky rock. That bass left the rig down in the surf, and somehow the rock's come off, and I haven't managed to find another one. But it did get me thinking, because that little it was essentially a little flatty rod, and it got little tractors on it. So I thought, even though there's some colour in the water, I wonder if it was the attractor, the little flashy bit that the bass went for, and not the actual bait, because they're only tiny worm baits. So yeah, I've chucked a little Dexter wedge on, and while my baits are out, I'm just going to have a little flick. Not going to hurt anything, is it? Stand out here in the cold water and just have a flick around with it. So it's quarter to 9 at night. Really enjoyable evening's fishing. Just watching the rod tips bow up and down. There's a little bit of weed floating around now. The tide's ebbing it, and just picking up on the lines. So, but yeah, really enjoyable day. That bass for me. Card on me little spinning gear. Really light tackle. yeah, it's really good. I'm gutted that I didn't get the take of that bass on camera, but to be honest, I was sat down and I was just debating bringing that rod in because I thought it's just bouncing around in the surf now. It's probably no more than 15 feet out, and yeah, it nearly took off down the cliff, so I just grabbed that. Didn't think about the camera at all. For today, that is us done. Last bait's in. And give it another 10 minutes. Start pulling the rods in, up sticks. We've got to go and set the van up to sleep for tonight. Get some food on. If we wake up in the morning and the sea is as flat as it is now, let me just zoom in. If the sea is as flat as it is now, tomorrow is definitely going to be targeting rays. Don't forget, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, so then when I get around to posting part 2 of this trip, you'll be the first to know. I think that's my dad. I think that's my dad done. I think he's ready for some food. What a lovely evening. Pleasure. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Just had a good bite on the left rod. Literally just started to wrap up, and all of a sudden the rods just went clattering over. Oh, I'm chuffed for that. Very, very chuffed for that. Let's get him out in some water. One last quick look. There he goes. Gone. Oh, come say hello. Now he's gone. Well, yeah, that is the end of a pretty good day's fishing. Not hectic. It's quite slow going, but 2 target species for this session acquired, nailed. Now we just need to get bigger ones. But yeah, brilliant evening session. Time to get back to the van, get some food on, get some sleep before tomorrow morning's session. I shall leave you